All right, so basically, I just went through the MLB schedule and just found some weird quirks within it in terms mainly of start times. Obviously, we all like the MLB schedule a lot more nowadays with every team facing each other. You're not getting the watered down 19 games against division opponents, but we are just kind of finding like weird start times, things like that. So I just wanted to kind of go through it. It is kind of a weird niche, but so this is early in the season, April 4th. This is a Thursday. Yeah, there's only 4 games. So there's a few times in the MLB calendar where there'll only be a few games. This is one of them. I would imagine this has to be the Twins home opener, probably the Nationals home opener, probably St. Louis's home opener. I do like that about MLB, how no matter when it is, like on a weekday, the team's home opener is normally during the day. I just think it's something cool, something different, and obviously they normally always sell them out. This is April 8th, so yeah, this is the interesting thing with the Cleveland Guardians. They still do not know their start time for their home opener, with the total solar eclipse happening at around 3:30 in Cleveland, Ohio. The thought is they're probably going to have their home opener at around 6 or 7. Normally they do it at 4. But, I mean, I think they should do it during the eclipse. It would be amazing. But you can see some other games. That's probably the Yankees home opener. Man, that's a weird start time, 2:05. But yeah, the reason I highlighted that is just because the Guardians, they're going to have kind of a weird situation with their home opener happening during the eclipse. This is the Guardians Red Sox, so this is the Boston Marathon. Not really that interesting, but it always does start at 11 a.m. Kind of a cork right there. April 15th, so Jackie Robinson Day, you can see the Reds at the Mariners starting at 9:42. So 42 to honor Jackie Robinson. I think that's cool. That's a nice subtle little thing there that I do like. The Mariners did that last year, and I think the game started at 10:42 Eastern time. Or maybe it was 9:42, but if it was 10:42, that would be like the latest game that's a MLB has started recently. This is just to highlight these weird start times. 6:50. So yeah, the Rays are doing 6:50. Normally you get like 6:35, 6:40, but a lot of the Rays games during the week, like weeknight games, are starting at 6:50. It's just strange. I hate the 6:40 starts, the 6:50 starts. Start the game at 7:05. I was talking about this, a few days ago when they changed the schedules. Now that every game is only 2.5 hours, you don't need to move the start times up. It doesn't make sense. Just start the game at 7:05 or 7:10 like they used to. This is, oh yeah, so I wanted to highlight the 12 o'clock starts as well. We used to get a lot more of like 12:05, 12:10 starts. I guess the Marlins have moved to 12:10 starts, and a lot of the Central teams are also starting their games at 12 o'clock local time, which is 1 o'clock for me on the East Coast. But normally on getaway days, you'll get teams that start at noon, 12:05, 12:10, things like that. This is Thursday, the 18th. So you can see, I just thought this was kind of rare. Normally, I feel like the Red Sox, even on a getaway day, never play a day game at home during the week. Or it's very rare, it feels like. But yeah, there they are, 1:35. You can see a few other getaway games going on. Tampa Bay playing at 1:10, Detroit playing at 1:10. But I just wanted to highlight the Red Sox having a 1:35 home game. This is Monday, April 22nd, and the Yankees just randomly decided to have a 1 o'clock game. So that's interesting. A 1 o'clock game against Oakland at home. What's the attendance for that in the Bronx? They'll say 37,000, I'm sure, but just a random 105 game. I don't even think that's a wraparound 4-game series. I think that's the start of the series. The game's at 1 o'clock. Very strange. Friday, April 26th, you can see the Tigers playing a day game on Friday. Normally, it's only the Cubs that do that, but yeah, the Tigers are randomly going rogue in late April and playing a 1:10 game on a Friday, and everyone else has a standard schedule. Another weird thing about this, there's only 14 games on Friday, meaning 2 teams have off days on Friday there. Kind of strange. I do not think that's because of the London series, but maybe it's because of something else. This is another Monday random situation here in Philadelphia, having a 4:05 game on Monday afternoon. Just another random weird scheduling quirk with that. Moving on to Tuesday the 7th, you can see the Oakland Athletics playing at 3:37 on a Tuesday. Very strange there. Moving on to Wednesday, the next day, the Athletics decided to up themselves, and they have deployed the ultra-rare scheduled doubleheader beginning at 12:37 local time And you can see game 2. They're going to set attendance records. They got to open up Mount Davis for that. This is just sad. We're doing scheduled doubleheaders. I think there was a scheduled doubleheader last year. When I saw it, I was like, what are we doing, folks? But yeah, Oakland's deciding to do a scheduled doubleheader. It's just so weird. Moving on to the 14th of May. Yeah, this is just a random situation here with a 1 o'clock game. The New York Mets hosting Philadelphia. It's very rare to see day games on Tuesdays. Moving on to a Monday, you can see Atlanta with a 12:20 game and also Toronto a 3:07 game. Another strange start time. You also do have Tampa Bay. There they are at 6:50. Peculiar start times here. Moving on to Monday the 27th, and this has to be Memorial Day. Yeah, this is an annoying thing with MLB. If it's Memorial Day, it's a holiday. Why doesn't every team play on Memorial Day? But I do like that they have day games. You can see Baltimore playing a rare 105 game. Where did those go? I wish 105 games came back. But you can see Colorado, a nice 4-10 start against the Guardians. Kind of a random interleague matchup there. You've got, how about the Mets playing a 4 o'clock game? That's a sweet start time. Yeah, 4 o'clock start times are dope, especially when it's a Saturday or a national holiday. There's a lot of 4 o'clock games. How about San Francisco playing a 5:05 game, which is 2:05 local time? Kind of a weird start there. Moving on, this is a Sunday, June 9th. So there it is, the London series, 10:10 a.m., the earliest start time this year. Well, in London, it's, probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, that's the London series, the Mets and the Phillies playing overseas. You can see right there, 10:10 a.m. This is June 20th, so this is a Thursday. Oh yes, it was the Yankees kind of have a weird start time here. 4:05 in the afternoon on a Thursday in late June. So midsummer, smack dab in the middle of summer, the Yankees playing a 4:05 game on a Thursday. I thought that was kind of a random schedule quirk there. Moving on to Sunday. So this is another situation where two teams have off days here, kind of random, and there's no Sunday Night Baseball either. Moving on to July 1st, only 3 games in Toronto. This is a Monday playing a random 3 o'clock game. I thought this is when the draft would have been, but I believe they moved the draft to All-Star Weekend. What a sham that is. Normally the draft is on like June 6th or whatever. That's when it used to be, but they moved it. The next one, you can see Pittsburgh randomly playing a 12:35 game on a Monday. Also, Washington playing a 4:05 game. Strange scheduling there. This is 4th of July. So yeah, 4th of July, they did do a good job getting all of the teams on the schedule, even with it being a Thursday. Washington playing 11:05. Maybe that's the earliest game, 11:05. Pittsburgh 12:35. A lot of teams playing at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then some late night games as well. That's a pretty good job there for the 4th of July. This is a random Monday. The Yankees playing another 1 o'clock day game on a Monday. Kind of odd. This is Wednesday, August 28th. The Phillies opting for a 4:05 game on a Wednesday, not a 1:05 or 12:35. Kind of weird there. This is Sunday, September 1st. Yeah, I don't know why the Guardians game is still to be determined. I'm guessing it's just going to be at 1:35, and then you can see Cincinnati playing a 12:10 game. This was normally the schedule the past few years because they had that morning Peacock game, but I don't know if that's going away this year. I think it is, unless they just haven't added them to the schedule. But Cincinnati playing at 12:10 on a Sunday. This would be Labor Day, so all the teams not on the Labor Day schedule, but you can see there's some 1 o'clock games, a lot of 4 o'clock games, some 7 o'clock games there. This is really late into this is the last game. This is the last day of the season. Every team plays at 3 o'clock. They've been doing this like 5 straight years now, and they're doing it again. So that's just kind of some weird scheduling quirks when it comes to the MLB 2024 schedule. Make sure you're following me on X. Link to that's always in the description.